Hello, welcome to Top Gemu. Make yourself comfortable and enjoy the first video of the channel, aimed at all those curious about facts and trivia from the world of video games. This time, though, we're kicking off the project with the Mario Bros. Universe. Its long journey in the industry has cemented it as one of the most relevant and iconic franchises in the world of video games, making Mario a figure that goes beyond the screens. Today on Top Gemu, we'll focus on the 8 most epic transformations. Number 8. It's clear that the Mario Bros. Universe is nothing new. Its adventure began in 1985 with Super Mario Bros. For the NES, marking Mario's debut in 2D platform games. However, it wasn't until years later that this epic transformation would arrive for our beloved plumber. In 2006, New Super Mario Bros. For the Nintendo DS brought the first major adaptation of Mario for a handheld console. Among the new items introduced in the game, such as the classic Mini Mushroom, which made Mario tiny, there was one that stood out above all, the Mega Mushroom. At the time, it was one of the game's most innovative power-ups. When Mario or Luigi collected it, they transformed into giant versions of themselves, allowing them to crush everything in their path. Enemies, blocks, everything. However, unlike other mushrooms, the Mega Mushroom had a limited duration, which made it even more special. A true destructive power. Number 7. We move to more recent times, to Super Mario Bros. Wonder, the game that marked Mario's return in a new adventure for the Nintendo Switch in 2023. This title not only brings many new features, but also introduces fresh mechanics, as well as some nods and classic elements from the franchise. But what really stands out about this game are the new power-ups and transformations. And in this video, we're focusing on the truly epic transformations. So we won't settle for just anything. Following a similar line to the previous one, we encounter a massive transformation, but this time it takes the prize for being bizarre. Mario as an elephant? Yes, and we're not talking about the typical small elephant, but a giant Mario elephant. And no, it's not just a simple change, it's Mario turned into a massive pachyderm. However, in the battle against Bowser Jr., what really happens is that both characters alternate between giant and small size, creating a dynamic and engaging combat. Although Giant Elephant Mario doesn't crush everything in its path in this case, the size alternation creates some epic moments in the fight. A truly epic transformation. Number 6. In this spot, we're not talking about such colossal transformations, but it's still pretty impressive. Now, we move to Super Mario Odyssey, one of the most successful titles on the Nintendo Switch and undoubtedly one of the most innovative entries in the series. Released in 2017, Odyssey marked a radical change from the previous linear games, introducing an open world full of kingdoms to explore. And if you thought everything was going to be normal, let me tell you, the transformations in this game are a mix of the weirdest and most epic we've seen in Mario history. One of these transformations is Bullet Bill. Thanks to Cappy, Mario can possess one of these winged bombs, controlling it as it moves at high speed in a straight line, destroying everything in its path, including blocks and enemies. It's perfect for quickly crossing obstacles and reaching hard-to-reach areas. Bullet Bill's control is a bit limited, but it's still great for activating mechanisms and blasting through barriers in an explosive way. An exciting way to move forward in the game. Number 5. Continuing with the most epic transformations of Mario, we now travel to Super Mario Galaxy 2, the predecessor of Odyssey, and a gem from the Wii era. In this 2010 release, an absolutely devastating transformation made its debut, Rock Mario. This form first appears in the Boulder Bowl Galaxy, and when activated, Mario changes his appearance with a rocky texture on his hat, buttons, and shoes. But the most epic part comes when the player shakes the Wii remote, because Mario turns into a giant rolling rock. In this form, he can crush enemies, break huge blocks, and demolish anything in his way. However, he's not entirely invincible. If he collides with certain enemies or walls, he'll return to his normal state, but can regain his rock form with another shake of the controller. Plus, if he jumps and shakes the control, he spins even faster and gains speed, turning into a true destruction machine. Pure power, uncontrollable speed, and total chaos. Rock Mario is pure epicness. Number 4. Back to the creative madness of Super Mario Odyssey, we find the transformation with the most flow and style I've seen in the Mario universe. I'm talking about Mario Moai. By throwing his cappy onto a Hawaiian-style Moai statue, Mario takes control of these creatures inspired by the famous statues of Easter Island. This transformation appears in the Sand Kingdom and grants Mario a pretty unique ability. With his giant sunglasses, Moai Mario activates a special vision that allows him to see invisible platforms and paths, a trick essential for solving the kingdom's puzzles. However, not everything is perfect. His movement is slow, and his jump is limited, making him less agile than other transformations. While it may sound a bit underwhelming compared to others, Moai Mario's flow is criminally epic. Number 3. If you thought Super Mario Odyssey couldn't top itself in terms of transformations, here's one that brings pure power and destruction to the Mario universe. I present to you Tank Mario. By throwing his cappy onto a Sherm, Mario takes control of this tank, inspired by classic military vehicles. This transformation appears in the Metro Kingdom and the Wooded Kingdom, and it's undoubtedly one of the most explosive in the game. Sherm Mario isn't here to stroll around. He's here to wreck everything. He can shoot unlimited projectiles to destroy enemies and obstacles, becoming a combat beast. Of course, his mobility is somewhat clunky and heavy, but who cares when you can shoot like crazy? If you've ever dreamed of seeing Mario in a full-on battle, this is your transformation. Epic, destructive, and with a touch of madness that only Odyssey could offer. Number 2. I know I'm repeating myself with the same game, but the creativity and variety of transformations in Super Mario Odyssey were insane. And this one is definitely my favorite, as it's the wildest and most brutal of all, though probably the second most epic. I present to you Mario T-Rex. By throwing his cappy onto a Tyrannosaurus Rex, Mario takes control of this prehistoric beast. This transformation appears early in the Cascade Kingdom, giving us a glimpse of what's to come in our adventure. It's undeniably one of the most impressive transformations we've seen in the Mario universe. Mario T-Rex isn't here to explore, he's here to destroy. With his colossal size, he crushes everything in his path, smashing enemies and breaking giant blocks with ease. However, he's not exactly the most agile, but I think we could have guessed that, right? If you've ever dreamed of seeing Mario turned into a Cretaceous predator, here's your chance, an absolute epic beast. Number 1. Attention spoiler. If you haven't completed Super Mario Odyssey and don't want to spoil one of the best surprises of the game, here's your warning. I'll give you 3 seconds to decide if you want to keep watching. 3, 2, 1. Alright, now we're ready for the most epic transformation of them all. Super Mario Odyssey didn't stop surprising us with its creativity, but this one takes the crown. I present to you Mario Bowser. Yes, you heard right. In the final battle, Mario uses Cappy to possess his lifelong enemy, turning into the King of the Koopas. It's the first time in history that we can control Bowser this way, and there couldn't be a more epic moment. Once transformed, Mario Bowser combines brute strength and speed, able to smash rocks, launch fireballs, and plow through the chaos with his colossal power. All of this while one of the best songs in the series plays. If you've ever wondered what it would be like to play as Bowser in a crucial and frantic moment, Odyssey made that dream come true. A legendary transformation that will go down in video game history. I hope you enjoyed the video and found it interesting to learn about the most epic transformations of Mario. If you liked it, leave a thumbs up to keep bringing more content like this, and subscribe to not miss the next videos on the channel. See you very soon.